How's it going, you guys? AZPlow21 back again with another episode in our UFC save in WMMA 5, and here today we have UFC Fight Night Jan versus Pettis. So a big fight in the bantamweight division between former champion in PETR Jan and Sergio Pettis, who is a very good challenger in his own right. Current Bellator champion, as you can see. Well, I was going to say as you can see there, but he loses in this save. Also, Ronda Rousey, Rumble Johnson on the card as well. Joseph Benavidez. Should be a good card. We are making our way towards UFC 300, which is that big pay-per-view with 10 title fights on the card. Just send Faber out there to save face. You'll be golden. Yeah, sure. I'll be sure to do that. We have Jan and Pettis going at it. Here's the update on the rankings since last time I saw you. Menifield in the rankings at light heavyweight. Meredith into the top 15 at welterweight. We had a lot of people move down because Ben Askren retired in the last episode, but I got him to come back, so this should change after that fact. Nothing at super lightweight. Lightweight, Jalen Turner into the top 15. Featherweight, Jose Aldo moves down. Yair Rodriguez, Dalgiev, and McGregor move up. At bantamweight, no movements. At flyweight, we have Pasio moving down. Inoue stays at number 6. At featherweight, there's nothing going on. There never is. At bantamweight, Maknat Kina into the top 3. She is the next #1 contender for the bantamweight title after beating Liana Jojua. Aspen Ladd is fighting for the title next, but after her, it shall be Maknat Kina. After that, flyweight, nothing doing. And at strawweight, we have Angela Lee into the top 20. Michelle Watterson moving down, but not behind Angela Lee. Interesting stuff. All right, let's get into it. Jan versus Pettis here today, taking place in Alaska. All my homies in Alaska love PETR Jan. I know that for a fact. First fight on the prelims. Davy Ramos taking on Bekzad Abdurakhmanov. And it is Davy Ramos getting the rear naked choke in round number 2. Moving along, Benson Smooth Henderson taking on Yu Kang Kang. And it is Kang Kang getting the unanimous decision over the former lightweight champion of the world. The former 1FC prospect getting a big win here today. Levon Makashvili taking on Guan Wang in the featherweight division. And it is Guan Wang getting the knockout over the Hornet here today, giving him just his 4th loss of his career. He's on a nice, what is that? On a nice 3-fight winning streak now. Gotta love it for Guan Wang. James Jenkins taking on Min Hakeem Dawodu in the 145 division. And it is Dawodu getting the win via knockout in round number 2. 15th win of his career after a couple straight losses. Denilson de Oliveira taking on Magomedov. Gotta love it. Big favorite at 145 against the, 5 inches taller Brazilian. But Magomedov gets it done in an average rated fight. He's now 5-2 in the UFC. Moving along, Bobby Moffett taking on Steve Garcia in the featherweight division. Couple scrappers going at it, and it is Steve Garcia getting the split decision in round number 3. He is now 18-6 in his career. Arnold Allen taking on Manny Bermudez in the 145 division. Allen has been doing absolutely terribly in this save. No idea why. He's a really hot prospect in real life. I don't get it. And he loses via unanimous decision. He's 18-8 now. Edson Barbosa, who missed weight, by the way, taking on Paddy the Baddy Pimblett. Paddy 6-1 in the UFC. As you can see here, had one more fight in Cage Warriors before we brought him in. He's had a really, really good time. He's not ranked, but I believe that should change. Should he beat Barbosa here today. He's a small underdog, and he loses. Split decision to Edson Barbosa, the first loss, and I should say the second loss for Paddy the Baddy here in the UFC. Christian the Warrior Lee taking on Alex Munoz in a prelims. Christian Lee having a good time, and it is Christian Lee with a TKO 30 seconds into round 4, keeping his ranking in there at lightweight. Only 25 years old still, and he has a lot of experience behind him. Kanako Murata taking on Courtney Casey in the 115 division, and it's Courtney Casey getting a big knockout 54 seconds into round number 1. How is she still ranked? How is she still here? She's 13-12 now. God bless Courtney Casey. Manel Kape taking on Joseph Benavidez in the first prelim. Or the first main card fight, I should say. And Joseph, 39 years old, still going at it, 33-9. Manel Kape, 21-7. And it is Benavidez knocking out Manel Kape in 29 seconds. The number 8 flyweight now on a 3-fight winning streak. You gotta love it, the former champion trying to get back in there. And he wants to fight Kai Kara-France. Tom Breeze taking on Fabian Edwards in the middleweight division. Fabian Edwards coming off fighting for the title against Darren Till. Got a big win over Rafael Lovato Jr. after the fact. Tom Breeze, on the other hand, 8-2 in the UFC. He's on a 4-fight winning streak right now. He's having a grand old time. He's the favorite in this one, and it is Fabian Edwards getting a TKO victory over Tom Breeze in round number 1. That is a big win for him, trying to make his way back to a title shot. Volkan Oezdemir taking on Alexander Rakic in the light heavyweight division. Oezdemir, 34 years old, still around, number 4 in the light heavyweight division. Rakic, number 6 in the same division. And it is Oezdemir knocking out Alexander Rakic in 31 seconds. I mean, he's having himself a good time. Only lost to Shogun recently. Oezdemir might be looking at a title shot if he were to win another fight. Kara-France is going to murder that poor 40-year-old. I mean, probably. Steve Mowry taking on Anthony Rumble Johnson in the heavyweight division. Mowry is looking like a very, very, very good heavyweight prospect. 4-0, coming off a win over Marcos Rogerio de Lima. Rumble Johnson, 39 years old, number 8 in the division, coming off consecutive losses to Tuivasa and DeFries, which are not bad losses, by the way, but they are still losses. It is, what's our co-main event? Move. No, it's not the co-main event. Jesus. Rumble Johnson just knocks out Steve Mowry. Says, thanks for coming, prospect. Get out. Knocks him out in round number 2. Praises Mowry for a tough fight. Norma Dumont taking on Rowdy Ronda Rousey in our co-main events. Where'd you see Kara-France? I don't recall seeing Kara-France. Oh, you were talking about him against Benavidez. No, I mean, I guess he lost. Norma Dumont. Yeah, there goes my prospect for real. 3-4 in the UFC. She's coming off a win over Kaliso Sangsorn. Ronda Rousey on the other side is Ronda Rousey. Always very popular. Coming off a win over Pani Kianzad. And, I mean, she's an underdog against Dumont. Rousey doesn't even have a fight team. And Norma Dumont gets a unanimous decision victory over Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Good for her. I wonder if Ronda retires again. She does not. At our main event of the evening, Petr Yan taking on Sergio Pettis in the main event, the bantamweight division. Petr Yan, a small favorite, minus 200. Coming off a win over Tom Duquesnoy after losing to Corey Sandhagen for the IC title? No, bantamweight title. I mean, he was pretty dominant for a while. Has just kind of fallen out of place, Petr Yan. Sergio Pettis, 30 years old, number 7 bantamweight. He's on a 5-fight winning streak. And now a big fight here against Petr Yan in the main event here today. The fight begins. Pettis is an inch shorter than Petr Yan. Yan with a nice right hook. Probably ask her to get into a fight camp after the show. I could care less about Ronda. At this point, I'm just hoping she loses and gets the rest of the girls a lot more popularity. Massive right hook to the jaw. He has been knocked out. Ladies and gentlemen, the referee calls a stop to this contest 1 minute and 4 seconds into the very first round. Your winner by knockout, Petr No Mercy Yan. I wonder if that's what we're going to be seeing this weekend to Aljamain Sterling. As I'm recording this, at least, Aljamain Sterling and Yan are going to be fighting like 4 days from now. I'd imagine this episode doesn't come out until after that, but it'll be interesting to see what happens in that pay-per-view. And Yan doesn't call anybody out, just says he has punching power. Nearly 6,000 people came to watch this in Alaska. That's awesome. When only 3,400 came to watch McGregor and Aldo 2. But everyone, I'm telling you, the Alaskans love Petr Yan. They gotta have them that Russian, I mean, kind of vibe, I guess, going on. I mean, the Russia's right there, so. Anyways, Piotr working his ass off to prove that his loss to Faber was a fluke. Yeah. I mean, he lost to Sandhagen, too, so what are you going to do about that? Jan getting a performance bonus. Uzdemir, Fabian Edwards, Joseph Benavidez, Courtney Casey, Christian Lee, and that is it. So let's see if we made a nice little profit. A little $34,000, never hurt anybody. Top paid fighters are Anthony Johnson, Joseph Benavidez, Volkan Ozdemir, and Piotr Jan. Look at this. A lot of fighters leaving with at least $100,000. That's what we love to see. But anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. Appreciate you guys as always. Be sure to like the video and subscribe if you have not already done so. Links are down in the description below to my to my Twitch and Twitter channels. And yeah, appreciate you guys as always. I'm going to be starting to play a little bit more of the W3 series because I'm really enjoying that. And pretty soon I'm going to be playing Out of the Park Baseball for 23 once it comes out. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Appreciate you guys as always. I'm AZPlow21 and have a good one.